Welcome back, Robs and Scrubs. I had something really clever planned to say, and I genuinely spent like 5 minutes trying to think of it, and now it's just gone. Uh, my mind works like that, unfortunately. Anyway, we have a Terrazone cow level, which I don't know. I'm almost 100% certain that this Amazon cannot handle. But I kind of want to try it anyway. We certainly won't be doing it on Players 5, but we're certainly going to be doing it on Players 7. Maybe just Players 1 to start with. Like, Players 1 feels like such a... It's crazy how quickly you get habituated to, like, scaling in games. But I feel like... I feel like I'm almost, like, running away from the game when I put it on Players 1. You know, like, it's a cowardly thing to do. But I will say this, you know, on Players 1, the odds that stuff will drop nothing, like you just get empty drops, is way higher. It practically does not happen on, I think it's Players 3 and up. But the chance of it kind of gets incrementally smaller.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ah. I see you have a Herodic.
Yes?
What's leg there? What was a little cunt who lived in Tristram? He made you pay 50 fucking gold just to look at the piece of shit item he had. He's dead now. Hell stinks more. Nobody is fucking sad about it. Alright. I might need Mana Leash depending on how, like, multi-shot dependent I am here. Wow, actually, this... We are cowing it up, like, better than my Sorceress could. Although, my Sorceress would probably do the cows way better now that she has Blizzard and Glacial Spike, because the Glacial Spike is so freeze them all. But this is not bad. It is Players 1, but... Yeah, look how much good stuff cows can drop. I mean, it's not good, but... The old breastplate is best plate. Do you mind? No. I think we could do this on Players 3. It'd be slower, but... I keep seeing that gold. Go far away. Yeah, Mana Leech really is just like quality of life, isn't it? Because I don't think I have any on this. So on at this point, yeah, I've taken both the rings off. There's a little bit of life leech on the bow, but surprising how just tolerable the game is with no Mana Leech. I guess I forget that you know, like it looks like I have very little mana, but there's still, you know, 6 or 7 more casts of Strafe in there.
I need a key.
No, you don't. You wouldn't drop mana pots, would you?
I can't carry anymore.
The biggest problem the sorceress was having in here, and still would have, is her mercenary tends to just get chunked. And he's obviously stronger than this guy. It's just the sorceress has no way of proccing slow on all the cows. I swear I heard a charm drop. Oh, must have been in my head. Really good change from normal to resurrected is in OG Diablo. If anyone here hasn't tried it, I say anyone here, is anyone watching? But yeah, we had like 8 viewers yesterday, so that's super cool, and and they stayed for quite a while too. Maybe because I'd accidentally muted my mic. I had just a bit of self-depreciating humor there. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably try this on plays 3 with the sorceress. Although, I know lightning is much better. Jeez, do cows just not drop mana pots? They huge piles of loot, but no freaking mana pots. In theory, assuming the mercenary and the Valk
It's locked.
don't die, this song should be able to play at 8 cows. But I would need to put the black forms on, I think. Although, she's probably got enough poison that I don't need prevent monster heal. precise kind of positioning, but honestly most of the arrows are going through a really big mob, so it could be way worse. Yeah, this is where mana isn't just quality of life, where it's like, you know, having to like genuinely go back to town. So I just chuck some leech back on, it's fine. Oh, that's right, these are my unidentified things. I'm gonna identify them all one of these days. Wisp projector. I can live without the Raven Frost. How about that?
Good day.
Like, I don't mind, in a pits run, I have pretty much enough mana to just clear the pits. You know, take a couple of mana potions, but otherwise be fine. But that's not going to work here. Especially because I really want to spam multi-shot here and just kind of like tag as many freaking cows as possible, just get them all like pulling in towards us. But yeah, super chuffed to try this again and play as 3, and then see how the sorceress goes doing it. Oh, no way!
I can't carry anymore.
Please be ethereal. It's not ethereal. That's fine. Still, I can't give it to this Merc, but because Decrepify will just fight with the proc chance of her Atmas. And look, yeah, I guess you could say like, well, at this point you don't even really need the Atmas anymore, just like put a really strong bow on and let him Decrepify. But he will, even with a 33% chance, I don't think he'll hit as many Decreps as she can.
Good day.
And it's way more fun to have a machine gun bow, thanks to the hustle. It's also an ethereal hustle, so it like does a lot of freaking damage. But the Reaper's Toll will probably go on my Sorceress's Merc or something, I don't know. One of the things is like, a weapon like that just makes me so sad, because it's like, I don't know, who's supposed to use it? A druid, I guess? Because a Zerker does not care about the Decrepify. Decrepify enhances physical damage. He doesn't do physical damage. A Concentration Barbarian, I don't care what they want or don't want, because it's a literal unplayable garbage build. So it's a waste of time talking about it. It's like talking about the best weapon for a Poison Dagger Necro. Except Poison Dagger Necro is actually fun. Because terrible as a Poison Dagger Necro is, it's almost kind of like a rite of passage playing one through hell if you've done enough of this game. But it's also like, it's like any kind of hybrid melee caster can present a really interesting gearing challenge. But that challenge is more or less, so the gearing challenge of gearing a melee caster is made more interesting by the way Poison Dagger and so on doesn't stack. Because, you know, gearing challenge for something like a paladin, you know, that has holy fire, or a fireclaw druid or something like that, is
I am overburdened.
not a challenge anymore. Like, people understand it. You just want the fastest weapon you can get. You want plus the skills. You build like a caster, but with attack speed instead of casting speed. So it's literally just jabbers on. Slash bows on. And you think about like, you know, a cold, you know, a Boazon, right, who uses cold. Or fireball or something like that, you know, fireball arrow or cold, or the freezing arrow. Like, what does she want? Does she want a, I don't know, wind force? Or does she just want a bow with like plus skills of pierce? Because, yeah, one arrow comes out, that's how much the wind force influences it having a big damage roll. Freeze arrow comes out, pierces, and then, you know, hits twice as many enemies. Literally just a flat double your damage moment there. You know, and obviously plus skills increases the damage as well. So those two things kind of multiply one another. But that whole idea of like, oh, okay, well, we understand how to do this,
I am
is like, yeah, but what about when you're, you know, what about, like, like, what about when your damage type is poison? Because you can't reapply poison before the timer expires. And in the case of Poison Dagger, the timer is, you know, quite long. So essentially, how do you try to maximize your DPS in the meantime? And, you know, even how do you like build? Like, I've seen people do Poison Dagger where they use things like Dim Vision or Terrify or something like that, just to kind of make enemies docile, and then they kind of slowly pick them off while CCing them. And then I see people who like go for like more raw damage, like Decrepify, and then they'll actually bring a dagger that does real damage, or has like high open wounds, like a Malice. So then you're hitting things with Decrepify, which is making them take more physical damage, and then you're putting open wounds on them, which, you know, will be, the damage of that will be buffed by the Decrepify, and then they're slow, and blah 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 blah. It's like the synergies between weapon and curses, because the Necromancer has so many curses to play with. Like, do you build your Poison Dagger Necro to like tank? Do you have a shield? Do you try to go for high block? Do you go for physical damage reduction? You know, you can try to use slow, but you don't have any kind of like ability to tag multiple enemies. So, you know, slow would definitely help if you're sort of 1v1ing a super unique, like you use Terror. Like, okay, there you go. Like, I just thought of a, you know, something that I would play with if I were playing a Poison Dagger Necro. I would play him like a Pit Circa, where, you know, you focus all of your build on just being able to, like, you know, go through a super unique. Like a poison knife through butter. Like... and then just terrify everything else away. Like, legitimately just play your knifey boy like a Pit Circa. Now, which is going to be worse than a Pit Circa. But, like, you know, I think that is why the Poison Dagger Necro, as bad as it is, exerts this sort of depraved allure on people who have played this game a decent chunk. Because, ah man, what a cool find. Because it is a genuinely interesting, like, gearing puzzle. Like, so the other thing you could do with, like, a Necro, Poison Dagger Necro, is go, like, really hard on speed. Like, wear a hustle or something so you can just physically kite stuff, get in, get out. You know, hit them with curses after sort of doing your business. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I was going to make this play as 3 and then try it again with the Sorceress. Alright. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, get out. Go away, zombies. Shove him back. Go back. Get that aura out of my face. That's Blood Rise. I've found way too. I usually love these like low weapons with some like funky little thing. Open wounds in this case, but I have seen a few too many Blood Rises in my time for them to kind of move me, engage me emotionally at all. I'm dead inside as far as they're concerned. That's not true. Just seeing gold in this game is always dopamine. I don't know. There might be a few things that just, you know, you instantly know by like the shape of the text, the name.
Yes?
Like gold breastplate, for example. The old breastplate is best plate. Alright. Where? Fucking hurts. Alright. Whoops. Oh yeah, maybe the cows just do too much freaking damage now. Or maybe my mercenary is just a pussy because the Valk seems to be like thugging it out pretty comfortably. Oh, that was a minion pack. Okay, fair enough. Come on! I told you, as soon as you get it once, the game is just like, all right, you have my permission to have them now. It did exactly the same thing yesterday with the Razor's Edge, the Tomahawk. I think that's what it's called. You can literally see the two of them right here. It's madness. The number of times this happens. Well, I mean, look, as a kind of best in slot merc weapon, I can't really argue about having more than one. You know, it's not like I'm gonna stop hiring mercenaries. But I kind of would like a chance to do a barbarian mercenary. The problem with the like, why didn't they just give the barbarian mercenary battle orders? Or at least, you know, battle commands, the one that gives you +1 skill. Like, just give the barbarian mercenary battle commands and, I don't know, even shout. Like, I don't think battle orders would be overpowered, to be completely honest.
Especially for the one that sucks, the one that just carries the one two-handed sword and uses, like, you know, terrible freaking abilities. Is that G-Face? No. Oh, okay, Ondle's Almighty. That's a cool hat, but I already got one. Well, it's really a cool hat. The level 3 weekend is a really strong affix. But it's not good enough by itself to save the item. But the set is a really cool set. And I've got the whole set now, which is nice. But yeah, man, I kind of wish I had gotten in on this Terror Zone just a smidge earlier, because look at that, we did like 2 runs, we got 2 Reapistols, and an elite set piece. Like, that thing does not drop all the time. The only times I've seen that was on a Mephisto Terror Zone. Ah, yes. Just in a long, thin line like that, please. Oh, do cows just have like a native physical immunity in addition to... Because he's a stone skin, but even with the curse, he just didn't care. But yeah, like I was saying, like I would love to use something like the Reapistol on a, you know, spinner like a Wowen Barb. It's just like, oh, okay, so the game, its strongest feature just doesn't work with Wowen. Is this a minion pack, or are these just really angry cows for some reason? And she does this so safe, even with just a little bit of slow, you can just physically kite the cows if you have to, you don't need the tank. Okay, yeah, there was a boss there. My poor Merc, killed twice. Oh, it's so much slower without the might and fanaticism from the Merc.
Good day.
Oh, okay, so we were cursed and there was a... Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes I just tune out so much I don't even realize when it's like me getting cursed versus them. But I guess when it's all mixed in like that, it's kind of hard to tell. Now that would be a nice, like, quality of life upgrade. Give the enemy curse sound cue, just like a slightly different sound cue. Ethereal Cryptic Axe would be nice. I could do the Chaos Sanctuary with this song. It's not particularly uncomfortable. It's not the fastest thing either. I actually want to clear a sightline. Because it would just mess with my damage otherwise. Look how slow they are. This is just with the Riphook and the Clegs. It's really kind of difficult, like, positionally to do cows, because it is just this, like, open area with, like, slightly spaced mobs taking up a huge amount of space, but that's fine. Like, it's not supposed to be some, like, smartly designed dungeon. It's just a silly bonus level, and it's supposed to just be, like, stacked to the tits with enemies, which is what makes it fun. I got the unique version of that of Mephisto in a Terror Zone, and really disappointing item, to be honest. It's just kind of like a bad shop stop. And another one of those items with like a variable stat that's just like way too variable. Because it's like, I got one that's like 15% and it's just like, okay, yeah, it's literally unslottable. Well, I say literally unslottable, okay, I don't mean that. But, let's be real, if you have found a unique Kraken shell, unless you have like weird luck, or you put like, or you never farm Mephisto or Andariel and never go back to them or anything, you almost certainly have at least a couple of sharp stops. So, you know, you think about it in that sense, or even, why would I wear it over a Worm Skull, a 15% Worm Skull, or even a 15% Bulwark, which does all this other stuff? And then that frees my body armor slot to have more important affixes like resistances, or this or whatever. But like Sharp Stop just giving you a flat 30%, and the Elite version giving you like, I don't know, anywhere from like 15 to 20 or something, is just a really shit. Like I say, I genuinely feel like they just let the interns do a bunch of later items or something, or the, you know, people who were just kind of fucking around and clowning and have no idea how to balance things. Because there's so many like stupid troll items, like that cryptic sword that I found, that's like, it's just a piece of shit nobody wants, no one will use. Maybe, you know, some funny meme thing, like I was saying with the having two of them on a barbarian. But it's literally like, when I say like funny meme thing, there's no way you make a build around that. It's like something you go play with for like 2 minutes. Or just items that are just completely improperly statted, like that stupid shield, the troll nest, Headhunter's Glory. That's like, literally, you could spend 5 minutes shopping and just buy a magic shield that's better. Like, that's just designed by people who don't actually understand. Like, who just fundamentally do not understand the itemization in this game. Like, and it's funny to me because it's like, why is it both the normal and exceptional grade of the spiked shields are like, they're not good items, but they're items that have a kind of like, so in both cases these are shields that give you some like physical protection, but no elemental protection, but they also help to buff your physical damage, so they're like more aggressive shields. Very few people are going to want that, because generally speaking, a shield is like a big chunk of where you get your resistances from. But like, there is nothing wrong with like giving someone that option. It's similar to like Hustle versus Smoke or something, whereas it's like, you know, Hustle is effectively like buffing your damage, but giving you very little in the way of defenses aside from speed. While like Smoke gives you a lot of defense, you know, in the big resistances or Lionheart or something, whatever. And but it doesn't give the, you know, same like offensive and mobility based benefits as the Hustle. Like, that's those, like, having choices like that with items is amazing. Like, that is what makes the gearing in this game good. But when you're then looking at an item like that, the Headhunter's Glory, that like, there's no puzzle. Like, it's not a puzzle piece that fits in anywhere. It's just a weird thing that nobody wants and nobody wants, like nobody needs, and it's a trillion times rarer than it should be based on how good it is. Because you, like, it would be almost impossible to find that shield and for that to be like a good shield for you to use by the time you find it. Like, I have found like 3 storm shields by the time I found that. And I don't think a parallel universe exists where someone will equip... Like, imagine there are infinite parallel universes. There's still no parallel... Even if there are infinite parallel universes, there is still no parallel universe where someone says, I'm going to take my Storm Shield off and use Headhunter's Glory. Even with infinite. Man, we just cannot freaking kill the Cow King. Like, we just... kicking him around the entire level, which is quite fun. Okay. Bro just drops like 2 sets, 2 uniques. What is this wrist sword? This is oh, the J-Town. This thing is freaking cool. With like 50 all res. I think I have a J Talon, but because the assassin can dual wield claws, it's kind of like cool to have two, especially for something like that, which is like such a fat utility stat. Although I've still never played an assassin, I probably should. I don't know what I'd do with the assassin though. I guess I could make a mosaic, is it? I think I have the runes. These like 2 cows. Just making my life harder than it needs to be. Let's. I'm really surprised by her ability to do this. Slow is so freaking good. Kind of sad I missed a chunk of this Terra Zone. Because Terra Zone cows is really freaking good. Like the Cow King dropped like freaking Mephisto. And this is just on players 3. Boy is getting beaten up in that. So the other day I was talking about Silence having mods that like nobody wants. Seeing that Hyperion spear just reminded me of that, the elite version of that spear, the Ariox Needle or something, whatever it's called, and it's just like, that's a very like Silence-esque weapon, where it's like it has so many good affixes, but the ED is just not there.
It's locked.
I should probably pick up some keys at some point, but I don't know. Have I actually done like the whole loop here? Apparently I have. Alright. I didn't even see where the terror zone moved to. Ah, that's right. Chaos Sanctuary. The problem is just freaking getting that without teleport. Anyway, this is just going to be a quick one. So that'll be the end of it.